The story from the project, innocent black man. Let me be clear. Damn, man. The story from the project, innocent black man.
Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Michael David H, and this is MDH Bookkeeping Training. This video is geared towards people who are bookkeepers, virtual bookkeepers pretty much, who don't know or want to understand how much should they charge. Well, I remember when I was getting married and I was looking for a photographer for my wedding. And I had one price that I wanted to pay in my mind. And then my wife and I, we talked to several different photographers because we had a budget. And then we ran into this one photographer who ended up being the one we hired. He was showing us his portfolio, and then I asked him how much does he charge, and he said something to me that I've never forgotten. He said, "Well, it's not how much I'm going to charge. It really depends on the work that I'm going to do and what you're looking for." And so to me, the same thing applies to bookkeeping. When you want to know how much to charge, it really is what the person is looking for, or the company or client, what they're looking for, and what the work entails, because there really is no set price. Now, I will say there is a baseline that you don't want to go under. Like, you don't want to sell yourself short by going too low, but there is a baseline that you need to set that you're not going to go lower than that. And then from there, you work up in terms of the workload, because some clients have a lot more work than others, and some their books are pretty easy. I want to say that there is cleanup jobs, there are catch-up jobs in bookkeeping, there is setup jobs. Some people don't even have a system yet that you got to get them set up and get things organized. Some people have messy books. And you just want to know what the work entails. And this is why I do something that I learned from an experienced bookkeeper named Veronica Vasek, who taught me about diagnostic reviews. As a virtual bookkeeper, you want to implement something called paid diagnostic reviews. And what that is you taking on the company in a preliminary fashion and looking at the books to see what the work entails and coming back to them with a set price. But you doing that diagnostic, you charge for. And I would say depending on your expertise level, I would go with between $75 and $150. And if it's a real, and if you get better, you can start at the $150 level and go up to about $300. Remember, this is a paid service that you're doing to make sure you're not accepting a job that is too much for you, and it's just not a good fit between you and this particular client. So once again, this is how you go about pricing. It's not really a one-size-fit-all sort of a thing. It's more so what the work that you're going to be doing involves, and then you have a baseline and you work your way from there. Anyway, hope this helps. And anyway, thank you for hanging out with me. And I see you in the next video, MDH Bookkeeping Training. All right, y'all. Peace.